Hello, YouTube system. I'm making this video today as I draw a picture of a wave. Uh, One thing I've realized in this society nowadays is it is really, really, really hard. Uh, Unless you have like a family that's supportive, uh, and they're not dealing with their own nightmare problems, or you have like a government job where you're so used to it's just the same day in and day out thing. Uh, Life can get really freaking crazy hard. A case in point, I guess, would be my life now. Even though I have like items, got some things, but it's getting to the point where it's too expensive to hold on to a lot of the stuff I have, just because it's just hard. And I realized that it's not my fault. And I don't like playing the victim because I was always the guy out there first on the job and stuff. But I realize as I'm getting older, it's just so exhausting now because I'm disabled, considered disabled because I have hearing loss, and I have some issues from having meningitis. So basically, when I got out of the hospital with meningitis, everything that I had was basically stripped from me, meaning that everything that my status as an electrician, uh, everything was just basically stripped from me. Just it was like, okay, you're no longer doing this stuff, so here you go. And since that time, it's been really, for me anyway, pretty insane as I watch the rest of the world move on with their daily tasks and do this, that, and the other. And I find myself just kind of sitting around drawing pictures. My wife says it's great that I can do that, but at the same time, my mind was always conditioned to be out there doing stuff, and I realized that in the United States, that's all it's about. It's just about the grind. Everybody is about grinding. Good case in point, I guess. I'm at the beach the other day, finally made it down to the beach. And I see this girl. She's probably like college, whatever. And she's like pushing this, I think it was whatever the ice thing is. It's like a ice, uh, it's like not an ice cream, but it's like an ice something. And she's pushing this big old cart down the beach, selling these ice things. And I was thinking, man, that's tough. That's a freaking grind there. So I helped her push her cart over like a big sand dune. But and then I realized, and there's all these houses. These houses are like huge houses right on the beach, and you look at them and you're just like, Jesus, somebody's got a lot of money. And the majority of people are just kind of chilling on the beach. They don't look stressed. They're just chilling, laughing, having fun. And I realized that in America, you're either kind of born into a lot of money, like those people out there got money. This is on the East Coast, but them houses out there are humongous. They got a lot of money. And I thought about myself, and I'm like, I've worked so hard my whole life, like I went in the Marines and thought that it was going to be great, But then I got out and I ended up homeless because my dad had died. And my mom was a drunk, so she died. And then I had nowhere to go. And I couldn't get a job. So I ended up homeless. I'd just go out there and pick up cans all day. I'd get enough money to buy, whatever. I might make like $2 a day out there canning, finding enough cans to survive. I might get something to drink or whatever. But I always kind of wonder. I was like, how do people make it in this world where they don't seem like they're so stressed out from the grind, And I realized over the years that it's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's just the way the things are set up. Like somebody might have a lot of money, but they might not have to do anything. Like while you're out there picking up cans or digging in a dumpster, there's other people that are just like grabbing their little day bags and going to the beach. They're just like, oh well, it's just another beautiful day. I guess I'll go to the beach and I'm going to hang out at the beach all day. Talk with my girlfriends or whatever. But I realized that I'm just from a different mold. And it was like the working stiff mold. Because my dad was like a working stiff. And then I was kind of raised to become a working stiff myself. So I became a working stiff. And now, even after working as an electrician, I figured, I work as an electrician, I'm going to make a lot of money. It's going to be great. I'm going to make all kinds of cash. And I made all right money, but a lot of times I found myself underneath a building installing some electrical stuff on my back and just like, I guess you'd call it just grinding, just struggling, but actually knowing that there was something that had to be done, and I just do it. I can't do it now. So I'm on one of those Americans, I guess, that is, a struggling American, I guess. I guess I'd call myself struggling. I guess I'd be a struggling American because I don't really have anywhere I have to be. I don't have anywhere to show up to. If I showed up, they'd be like, "What are you doing here?" Or if I showed up somewhere, they'd be like, "Can I help you? Do you need a pack of smokes? Or do you need a beer? Well, that beer is going to be $2.99. And that's the way my life's always been. You show up somewhere and it's like you're either being sold something or somebody's saying, "What are you doing here?" So I've kind of gotten to a point in life where I'm like, I don't think I want to go anywhere. I think I'm just going to sit because if I go anywhere, number one, somebody's going to hit me up for money and I don't have any money. Or they're going to say, "What are you doing here?" And if I say, "I don't know what I'm doing here," they're going to say, "Oh, well, you're going to have to leave." And so you leave. So that's kind of the way life is for people like me that have always kind of struggled. Always wanted to do good, but just came from a background of struggle, and I'll probably end up dying that way, I'm pretty sure. I mean, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's tons of people out there that are like, just like hanging on day to day, just like, they're not like getting excited about things. They're just kind of like, and you don't even really go into the world with your eyes wide open. You kind of go into the world like, "Oh shit, what now?" Yeah. You're like, oh no, what now? What's going on now? Am I getting kicked out? You know? Or is the power getting shut off? It's always something, you know? And I realized that it's nothing that you do. It's just the way the system's set up. But it really is a trip watching the people out on the beach. And you can tell that they come for money. And life is just like, it's just a glorious new day, a beautiful new day for them. You know, they get to go and eat nice meals at restaurants, nice restaurants, and they're just, you know, whether they're happy or not, I don't know. I mean, I remember sometimes some of my happiest moments was when I found like $1 in the street. Found like $10 one time, and I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking rich. This is great. But as I get older, I realize that a lot of that hard work and that grind just totally beats you down, and then you're easily forgotten about because nobody really cares about the people that do I guess the heavy lifting in life, because you're lifting for somebody else, you know. So those are some of the things I've learned in life. You know, it's hard not to become somewhat jaded in the way society is, especially like if you're living in an area where you know that they cater to the poor people, say like vape shops, smoke shops, liquor stores. They all cater to the same clientele, I guess. The poor people. The people who are on SSI, people who are on SDI, people with disabilities, people who are just born poor and know no better. And so, and then the mental health system is basically just another way for people to make money. I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't really see it as being, because if you don't have any money, do they ever reach out to you? No. They'll only reach out to you if you got cash. So, and then, I don't know, this is kind of weird. I've been on so many different sides of the coin that I just, I guess I just see life